you. It is the week of Christmas. Christmas Eve is coming up. We are so excited. So before we jump into the proverb for today, I just want to share with you at our church at United, we're trying to raise $50,000 so that we can complete our waterproofing and restoration of the basement. As we do that, we have to redo our floors and do the painting and the walls and all that. And I would say about 40% of that work is already done, and we're very grateful for that. And we've also raised about $11,000 already, and so we're very very close, nearing our goal. But if you're there and you listen to us all the time online and you haven't been able to give a donation, I'm going to encourage you tonight to think about, pray about giving some donation to us. It doesn't matter what the size of the donation is. Every dollar counts. And so we would love for you to do that. At our church, we are asking people for Christmas to give a donation of at least $250 because it's somebody's birthday, right? It's Jesus's birthday. Now, let me help you. We know for sure that Jesus was not born on December the 25th, 30 or 4 BC. We understand that. We don't know exactly what day he was born. We recognize from all of the data and details in the text, we can tell about the season, about the time. But again, he was born in Bethlehem in Israel, and so here we are in the West in America celebrating the birth of the King. The thing is, we know for sure that he was born. As a matter of fact, there's so many different details surrounding Jesus' birth. Herod is trying to kill the child. He kills children that are 2 years old and younger. There's a lot going on for Jesus to come because unlike many of us here in the West, they were looking for Messiah. They were looking for the king. And Herod wanted to kill him because if he killed the Jewish Messiah, then what would that make him? But of course, that's not what happened. He died almost 30 to 33 years later on the cross by crucifixion. And then on the third day, he rose. So there is Christmas and Easter all together, and what's at stake is our soul. And so all of that to say, on Christmas is somebody's birthday. We're asking you to give a gift to the Lord Jesus. He was born, and we celebrate his birthday on that day. And so if you don't have a place to give, then give to United. You can go to unitedbaptist.org and select the give button, and you can give electronically right there. If you're listening to me, you'd rather send it in the mail, put it in a check. Our address is 7701 Riverdale Road, New Carrollton, Maryland, 20784. And if you need that, you can just go back and rewind this and you can get that content. We appreciate it so much. And today's proverb is from Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4. And what I want to do here for a second is put that verse on the screen for you. Hold on a second while I get that for you. All right, and here it is. Here's Proverbs 20, verse 1, and it says, "The sluggard does not plow in autumn. He will seek at harvest and have nothing." Again, let me read that to you again. The sluggard, and you know when you say sluggard, this is that good new King James language. Actually, this is the ESV I'm reading from right now. But sluggard is another word for the lazy person, the slowful person. That person does not plow in autumn. Autumn, they're representing the season when they should be plowing, right? We would call that the fall. And just planting your seeds. You should be planting those seeds in the fall, your grass seeds, and things like that, so they come up nice and healthy in the spring during that time of harvest. And so what's interesting about this one is, and I chose it today because we do recognize, and know, I just listened to someone today that was asking about workers and in the particular place of employment, there was like nobody wants to work. Nobody comes in to work. And then we got so many people that complain because people come in and take jobs, but people don't want to work. So you want people that want to work because today I think this proverb has a lot to do with what's happening. And it's because we have plenty here in the West. We have so much here. We throw away food, clothes, everything. A lot of times people are throwing away. I've thrown away some good things myself that I put out on my curb that somebody could use. I've just had it so long until I had no good reason to continue to keep it. But it might do someone else a lot of good. So I'm not just pointing my fingers at you. I've been guilty too. God's given us so much that we just don't know what to do with it. But here, is what happens. So we have so much, and we just kind of everything is at our fingertips, and we just kind of sit there like the person at the remote on football Sunday. We just turn the channel. We just go from channel to channel. What do I want? You can order it online. You can have it here with Amazon, Amazon Flex, Amazon Prime. You can get it the same day. For crying out loud, you can get it 2 hours later. It's possible. You could be looking at something online and it bangs on your door in the next 2 to 4 hours. So that's where we are. And as a result, it has that potential to make us lazy, even the best of us. Those are great work ethic. And then what this proverb says, though, is here's the interesting part of this proverb. It says they don't plow, right? But seek a harvest and have nothing. And isn't that just like us? It's like we don't do the work, but we want the results. We don't do the work, but we want the outcome. We don't put in the time, but we want the production that the same people that put in the time, the same. And then we look at people, we compare ourselves with people, we do all those things. All of that in this proverb talks about the person that is slowful, the sluggard, the lazy person, the person that just won't put forth the effort to do the things they need to do. But it's just interesting to me, they still seek the harvest. And then the outcome is they have nothing. Now, to me, this is a great recipe for depression. A great recipe for depression is watching people on the internet and say, wow, this kid made $1 million. This guy made $1 million. Look at this couple. They made $1 million. I'm going to go online. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be my own self-starter. And the thing is, even those people, in many of those cases, many of those people are driven and have great work ethic. And we just think we're going to put a podcast together, we're going to put a YouTube channel together, and we just believe like it should work. We should get 1 million views right away. And when it doesn't work out, and we're looking for the money, we're looking for the $1 million, and we got like 50 people that watched our video, and then we have nothing, and then we feel like we are nothing, and that's just not true. We just need to do what this proverb is suggesting, and that is get to work. Do not be lazy. Begin to provide initiative. Begin to do the work. Do some of the things you need to do to have the most energy. And we know there are tons of things out there. We know that there's mental illness. We know that there's physical illness. We do understand that. But by and large, a doctor, I'm not a medical doctor, but I like to call myself a soul physician. They would tell you, get plenty of rest. You need to get rest. So you need to go to sleep. You can't stay up all night and then try to do something productive in the day. The next thing is you need to eat better. You need to eat right. I'm speaking to myself too. It's just difficult in this day's time. The world is so fast, you got to almost cook everything in your home. And we know that organic foods and those things are not cheap. It will be an investment. So you got to think about that. So you also want to be able to do that, and then set some goals. Set some goals for yourself. Do some self-awareness. Check it out. Find out where you are good and where you excel, and then find out the areas where you are weak and where you are more easily prone to fail. And then begin to find a coach, find someone to pour into your life to hold you accountable to meet those goals. And you'll find yourself plowing when it's time to plow, and yes, reaping a harvest. Now, I don't know what that harvest will look like, but you'll begin to reap a harvest. And when we begin to reap a harvest, that makes us smile. And I just want to share that with you today. Solomon just has so much wisdom. The Proverbs have so much wisdom. And when I look in our world today, it's like he could have penned this today and he would have been dead on right with where we are. And I just believe what we know, that God always knows. He knew from the foundation of the world what we needed. He knows what we need. So listen, if you're a person that doesn't read the Bible, doesn't like to read the Bible, I dare you to get in the Proverbs and read the Proverbs and see if they just don't make sense. And I need you to know that during this season, guess what? Wise men still seek him. So I love you guys. Merry Christmas. And I pray that all goes well for you. I pray that you are generous this season. I pray that you are kind this season. And I pray that you love somebody the way you want to be loved this season. Do something for somebody else that you want somebody to do for you. Get up and let's get going. And let's make 2023 the best year ever. Peace.